Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2. Testing a new system. Testing, testing, testing. Just in case y'all are wondering, this is an entirely new system in the lab, in the jewelry lab. We're going to start doing jewelry live. So we're testing the equipment, making sure everything is working properly, and bear with us. We'll see what happens. Silverstone gems, y'all. One of my other projects. And I'm gonna have to do a little work on this computer, clearly, to make sure everything is working properly. But just for fun, we're gonna go ahead right quick and I'm gonna cut a stone for testing purposes. See if everything is working. Just for fun. All right, it's working a little bit, not completely up to standard, but we're gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this stone just to show y'all, give y'all an idea where we headed with this. So bear with me while I go out to the shop to get ready to cut the first stone. set this in sterling silver. Okay. All right. Haha. All right, y'all. Let's see. Okay. We are now inside, and we are going to, and for the record, let me see. Let me get my cameras together here. Let's do it like this. Okay. Put that stone right there so everybody can see it. All right. All right. Kevin Neville. This what you looking for, sir? That what you looking for? Yep, I got you. Your stone is on my other bench. Anyway, all right, so here we go. We're gonna get started. We're gonna set this thing, set it in sterling silver. We're gonna make a setting for it. Raise that up a little bit. And so for many of you who see me moving around on the set, off the set, doing what I do, the jewelry that you see me wearing is all jewelry that I made, and the stuff that you see Poppy wearing, my wife, all jewelry that I hand create right here on this bench. Now this is all sterling silver that I'm working with. All of the metal. Everything about my pieces is completely natural. I don't use any artificial glues, any kind of artificial products, anything. None of that goes into any of these pieces. Raise that up a little bit for you. Okay. Sometimes some of the things that we do, that I do, take a little longer than others. Sometimes. But this is the first time that I've done one of these completely live. So I'm going to do my best, of course, not to rush, but at the same time not to take sometimes as long as I do to do things. However, when you do something like this in a craft manner, you want it to be right, because when a person trusts you to put on something that you created, to purchase a product from you, you want the craftsmanship to be where it should be. And so therefore, whatever it takes is just what it takes, whatever that is. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the bezel. That's what we call this part. And each one of these lighter weight sterling silver solders is what we use to make sure that everything is solid. And as you can see, stuff happens. So we start over. And I haven't done that in a very long time. And of course, only because I am live, that would happen. But it's okay. Now, the beauty of working with metals like sterling silver is that when I have situations where the metal will overheat, or some of that sort of thing, where we have pieces that get created and it kind of just, doesn't go well, I melt them down and we create what are called ingots. And I have another machine here that I can take those ingots and I can then create more sheets or pieces of bezel and different things to reuse that product. So that's the beauty in that. So it all works out in the wash, as they say. All right, I'm gonna do this one more time. Only this time we're gonna get it right. And so that's what I was saying earlier about stuff happening. Because stuff happens. Yes, it does. When you are doing this, and sometimes things may tend to take a little longer than you anticipate, but it's okay, because if that's what's necessary, then that's just what's necessary. You got to make it do what it do, baby. All right, we're gonna go for this one more time. That was strange. Now that has not happened to me in a couple of years. But like I said, y'all know what it is when you're doing something live. Stuff tends to do what it wants. It has a mind of its own. But it's all right. It's all right. And I cut each one of these pieces by hand so that they're just the right size, so that the piece becomes what it's supposed to. All right, here we go again, y'all. We'll try this one more time. Got to heat the piece up so that the metal flows freely and we don't end up with another situation like the one we just had. Boom. Boom, boom. And there it is. Now, we're going to dip that in a little bit of water and let it be cooled off right quick. And boom. Okay. Now, we get a fitment on the stone right quick. Swirl that around. And then we make sure that what we've done is working. See, y'all, that's working right there. That's twerking. That's twerking right there. Give you an idea what direction we're headed in with this. Okay? Boom. All right. Now, the next thing is we're going to take a little bit of silver plate. It's a little bent there, but we're going to unbend it some. And we're going to create the backing for it. Now, before we actually put the backing on there, I'm going to engrave my initials into it, because it is a BMF piece. Let's see. I think we're going to leave a little bit of a bezel on this one. I haven't done that in a while. As a matter of fact, yeah, I think I am. I think I'm going to leave a bit of a bezel on this one. Be something Give it a little bit of body, a little bit of flavor. All right, let's take that sucker there. There we go. Now a lot of jewelers use a saw to cut their metal. The way my patience is set up, I'm just not going to do it. So I will use this instead. Yeah, that's gonna be hot. Okay. Just to give you an idea what direction it's going in. Okay. Okay. Hey, Pop, do me a favor. Would you go get that stand out of the garage for me? That phone stand I left out there. Mm-hmm. So I can put these All right, y'all, be right back.
I had to put my shoes on. I ain't walking back to barefoot.
All right. What'd you say, Chad?
So we're going to look at the house again at 4:30.
What time is it now?
3:30.
Oh, so I got an hour.
Yeah. I was trying to do it before rush hour.
Where is it?
It's around the corner.
Oh, okay.
I'm hungry. Let's see what we go.
All right.
Oh, Tim, you have to remind me to put my
Got it upside down. Better right there. Okay. All right, you guys. Now I'm about to take the time and put my logo, my initials into the piece right quick. Oh, look at that, ambassador. I wonder what that's there for. If you're still watching, Kevin Neville, you'll know. You know what it is, bro. Bro. Centered.
So I can put it in the crock pot.
There.
It's gonna be water everywhere.
All right, I gotta put the initials in there real quick. my child for you.
You know I can be nowhere near anything.
No, of course not.
Or nothing. You can dress a vegetable. I will leave you to it. Oh! Steady.
Mm-hmm. She can't help
I'm being relieved. Steady. Can't shut the door. Get out of here.
it. All right. Okay, now as you can see, it now has the BMF and .925 for being sterling silver marked on it. Now from here, we're going to complete the assembly of the bezel and the base. Okay, we'll take that stone out of there. Flip that over. Now, this is where we put the pieces together, and then I'm going to do the final shape before we put the bail on. If you don't know what a bail is, that is the thing that holds it to a chain. Now, depending upon, now what I try to do is decide, because fortunately my pieces are often unisex, and because of that, it sometimes lets me, there's a challenge sometimes as to how big to make the bail, because of course, you know, men usually wear thicker chains where women may not wear a chain as thick, and we don't want the bail to be all, you know, big and ridiculous with a smaller chain on it. But since this is a substantially larger piece, in fact larger than I initially anticipated, we're going to make the bail somewhat larger, not too big, just larger. All right, think that'll get it. I think that'll get it. Make sure that the silver solder goes all the way around so there are no holes or pockets or anything where we can see light. We don't want to see any light. We want it to be very well constructed, if you will. Alright, I think we got that. Boom. I think that is going to get it. So we take that and we're going to dip it in the water. Did you hear that? That was it cooling. All right, now here we have the bezel created, and now I'm going to take the time to do some shaping and cleaning up. I happen to be fond of the pointy pieces, the pieces of jewelry that are more like a upside down teardrop. I know it's kind of my signature style. I happen to think that they're very sexy and in the right color, like the one that we have done today. In purple. It's gonna look nice. Now, see these extra pieces of little scrap silver? I throw these in a container, and I've got tons of them, and we melt them down for future use, so nothing gets wasted. Because in case y'all didn't know, silver ain't exactly cheap. So now we make sure we got a nice level surface. Make sure that all of our curves and edges, things are purty. And so, in case y'all didn't know also, this is a test run for my new channel. We're just trying things out. We're gonna work out the bugs and the kinks and make it do what it do, y'all. gonna leave that little, I kind of like that little extra piece right there, because it kind of gives it, it's a little oblong on this side, but straight up on that side. I think that's kind of nice. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that there. And once all of this is completely sanded and filed and polished, y'all are gonna see something really nice. Really nice. All right. Let me grab some sandpaper here. It's a little unusual doing this and working underneath a camera, because I'm usually not working under these conditions, so I'm a little more flexible with what I do. So this is unusual for me. It's a first, but it's okay because I'm gonna be doing this a lot more in the future. Now, if you see something you like, don't hesitate to ask. Whether or not it is for sale. Usually, when I did some of these a while back, some similar lives, and I had people already who had already purchased the pieces before they were actually completed. Because trust me, y'all, they don't last long. They do not last long. Someone told me, they said, you know, you ought to do a show. You ought to sell your stuff at events and things like that. Well, I never get to keep anything long enough to make it to an event, which is not a bad thing. Now, just to give you an idea of how this is going to go, that's the way that's going to look moving forward. Now, I apologize, it's kind of upside down. There you go. I'm not going to put the stone all the way in, because once you do that, you can't get it out. You're supposed to take dental floss or something and put it in there so that you can pop it out when you get to that point. But we're going to keep going. So from right here, we're going to add a bail. Add the bail to it right now, just to give you an idea. Now, swing that sucker around. Okay. Oh yeah. We're going to use that to make it. if I make this look easy, I just want y'all to understand I've done it a few times, so it looks a little easier than sometimes it could be. So just so you know. And no, there's no exact science. Yes, I could take the time and do a whole bunch of measuring and stuff, but I'm not. Sometimes these are just strictly by eye, and that is also part of what makes them unique. No two are ever the same. There you go. Yep. There you go. Now, sometimes, every now and then, I'll put a loop on there, which I'm going to do now. I'm going to put a loop on there for the bell. Now, I've already got these made, so I'm just going to add one to the game right quick. This just gives it a little bit more. Ooh. Can't be dropping stuff around here. Now we add that so that the bell goes like that. Okay? And of course this just adds a little more silver carat weight to the piece, and thus increasing its value. Just a little bit more, y'all. You got Luna meowing over there like that? Nathaniel Williams, yes, I do have tiger's eye. I got a whole lot of it. I appreciate all y'all coming through and hanging out with me while I get down for mine. Doing a little something, something. Okay, now we're gonna add this to the bezel for the purpose of setting the bail. All right. What did I do? Oh, yeah. Now, just so y'all know, there are times where you get to this stage of the game and you overdo it, you will ruin everything that you put in the work for. And you have to start all over again. Have I done it? Absolutely. I hope that's it. We'll know in a second. Yes, it did. It did set. Okay. All right, now we're gonna set the bail. You know what? I'm gonna go back. I'm not satisfied with that. So I gotta go back. See something I don't like. So we're gonna hit it again. We're gonna hit it one more again. And this is the beauty of this, because you can just do pretty much whatever you want. You can do it however you please until you get it where you want it. Create. Make it whatever you want it to be. There we go. That's what I was looking for. All right. Now, we'll cool that off. And we'll come back for more. Okay. Now we're going to set the bail. What did I do with the bail? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Cool that off. All right, now from here, everything goes into cleanup, where we get to do all of the fine work, which I'm not going to do on camera today. Well, not right now. And I will show you the final product after inside stepping this evening. To give you an idea, boom. Now it has to be polished. A little bit of sanding, filing, and cleanup. And it is a done deal, y'all. So stay tuned for later on when I show you that. Got to put it in the what we call the pickle. It is a process where we heat it and it cleans off all of the bad stuff and debris and that sort of thing. And then we polish. We do a hard polish with the tumbler. And then we set the stone. Okay. Yep, very good, very good. All right, so you get a general idea. I'm gonna let this thing soak for a while, and I'm gonna get it ready for final polish, sanding and polishing, and stone setting. So you get an idea of how that works. Now, if you want to start this from the beginning, you can go back and watch how I cut the stone, starting from the very beginning with a raw stone, cut the stone, made the bezel and the setting, and I'll have the final product ready for you and take pictures, and you all get to see it. All right, so right quick, I'm gonna say, oh, wait a minute, I'm tearing up stuff. I want to say I appreciate y'all for coming through and hanging out and checking out the stuff. And this was a test run just to see how things go, and see what we'll be able to do in the future with it. Kevin Neville, yeah, buddy. See that? Yep. Let me see, where is that stone at? And there's that beautiful stone. Oh yeah. I'll be bringing it with me when I come home. So stay tuned for that. All right, everybody else, thank you very much for coming and kicking it, hanging out. We're gonna do this again soon. Test run. So just want to see how everything was gonna run and operate. Thank you, and peace out, y'all.